Hello, everyone. Let's get started. My name is Kim Dalsgaard Christensen. I am the Chief Commercial Officer here at Continia Software, and I'm the humble host of this event. But in a few minutes, I will let screen and sound to my great colleague, Daniel Stello, who will make the presentations of the latest features in Continia Document Output 2025 R1. For those of you who haven't met Continia before, Continia is an international software vendor. We focus 100% building solution, enhancing the financial capabilities within Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. Each and every solution is delivered through our partners. All our solutions are available on Microsoft App Stores, and 1st of April, all solutions were upgraded to new version 2025 R1, supporting the new Business Central 2025 Wave 1, both in the Continia and Microsoft world, also called version 26. During this month, we will release extensions as well, supporting Business Central on premises, and I know that our first solutions are available through our partner zone. I think actually document capture was just released. To support all these events, we have established a comprehensive range of latest feature webinars. Furthermore, we will make recordings of all webinars available on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, and you will be notified when new videos are published. The pure purpose of the latest features webinars are to show new added features and improvements to existing set of features from previous versions. If you are interested in a full walkthrough of our solutions, we also offer webinars for that purpose. Just go to our webinar page to register. So with these basic informations, I will let screen and sound to Daniel.
Thank you very much, Kim, and good morning, everybody. I will just remove this one a bit and introduce myself. My name is Daniel Stello. I'm the Global Solution Specialist for Document Output. And behind any solution specialist, there is a tall and strong solution manager. And in my case, his name is Gert Winter. He is actually on this call today, and he will be helping you out answering questions that you might have posted in the chat. All right, before I get started with the new stuff, I just want to quickly recap Document Output and what it is and what it can do for you, for those of you that haven't been acquainted with it yet. It's in essence a automation tool that automates the message sending and the distribution of documents from Business Central. And it is also a tool for managing variants of each message type. And of course, also it enables you to highly customize the look and feel of the messages that you need to send out. It hooks in directly into Business Central, as all the Continia apps do. And in Document Output's case, it is looking at all the Business Central documents. It will apply all the settings and the rules that are set in the templates or in the output profiles and add these and ensure that they are sent in accordance with the preferences set for output format. So as email, e-invoice, or as print. To any sort of recipient that you might have listed in or that you might have registered in your Business Central that has an endpoint or an email address. That was in short what the Document Output does. I would also like to emphasize the use of Document Output over time or the past couple of years, and see or take a look at some of the trends that we see. So one is that email is by far, of course, the most used way of distributing messages. And that is, of course, because it's the absolute most convenient way to do that. But we also still have print, and it's actually not even the smallest one yet, but it might be soon, because e-documents or XML distribution will probably eclipse the print volumes as we meet next time for the release 2 of this year. I would also like to zoom in a little bit on the e-documents, because we see something changing there rapidly at the moment. This is, I believe, driven hugely by legislation that is being implemented, especially the first and early adopters that are getting ready to the legislation that it will be enforced in 2026 in many places. But in most countries, legislation is dripping in as we speak, and the curve of new of the distribution of the volumes of distribution in electronic formats is is exponential at the moment. What we see is also in the adoption rate, or the number of companies that sign up for the networks that we use for distributing the XML files, and this is mainly PEPPOL, but also for Denmark, it is Nemhandel, which is using a different format, but quite similar. And since last release, we have signed on 1,000 more to these networks, and that is a sign-on rate that is twice as high as it was prior. And just for the month of January alone, that was 400 additional. So this is definitely a trend that is up and coming at the moment. So what is new for Document Output this release? It's a modest release this time. We've been focusing very much on consolidating, but we do have a few things that are exciting, that we are excited about. We have an AI assistant for helping with the language in the email body. We also now have extended our ability to attach the files from the BC documents into emails. We have now also added that into the XML, so we can now embed these files into the XMLs that we send with the PEPPOL networks or the OAO UBL Nemhandel network. We have added some filters to a job that previously did not, and had a tendency to draw quite a bit of performance. We have also added a setup guide, which we hope will make it easier to set up the correct statement or period statements for customers that need to receive statements on a regular basis. Then there is a small change in terms of permissions. So there is a new set of permissions, and that is in relation to who is able to edit the log parameters. And finally, we have for the OAO UBL, so this is for the Nemhandel network only, as it's not allowed in PEPPOL at this point, but we have now enabled the resend function, and it is technically a copy of an already sent document that we can now send through the network. Okay, let's go into each of them in a little bit more detail. So the AI assistant is building on this the Microsoft Copilot, which Microsoft has unleashed now in Business Central. At the moment, they have not opened up for third-party ISVs such as Continia to hook into the Copilot functions or the Copilot service, but that will happen soon. And as that happens, you will be able to leverage the technologies of the Copilot. The code is already there; it's in the release. We're just waiting for Microsoft to get the final details settled. But it will help you to translate custom templates, or the ones that we supply with the solution as well, into a plethora of different languages. It will also be able to come up with suggestions for a different tone of voice, and we hope that it will make it a lot easier to build up extended libraries of different language and different tone of voice variants of your messages, and be it any type. The embedding of XML files is an extension, or actually it's an enhancement of an existing feature. Last time we met for the release in October we had the ability to add or embed a PDF report, or a copy of the PDF report, into the XML file. We have now enhanced this to also include the files that are attached to the BC document. So, and those both on the document attachments and the line attachments. It's now a selection on the output profile. So you can select whether to embed the report PDF, to embed the attachments, or to embed both, or a combination of them. The batch job filters were added because it would indiscriminately actually update all output profiles on the existing documents, posted documents, or not, in the database when you first installed Document Output. And of course, in databases with many documents, that would require quite some time. This can now be done more accurately, and you could pinpoint the exact type of documents by filtering these out, and it would limit the strain on the system resources when doing so. The setup guide is an additional help for setting up. So the actual functionality and the features of the statement, or the period statement automation, they are the same. But we will take a step-by-step approach when setting up the rules for each statement. Many of the fields will be pre-filled, and especially the one for the statement template, which used to be an empty field, even though it would require to have a template assigned to it. And we have also added some additional explanations to each of the settings, and given some examples of what they mean and what the result would be. We have, as I mentioned before, changed, or we've actually, what we did is we added a permission set where the log settings are restricted. And this is mainly to improve the unintended meddling with log settings. So inadvertently, you would be at risk otherwise to maybe have log entries deleted, or, well, at least log content, log files deleted, which can now be avoided by applying a permission set that does not allow for this. And lastly, the resend function. This is a function that I will not be showing you in the app, because we are not allowed to send messages through the network just for testing. But in the past, this would require a support ticket if you needed to have something resent. But now what we can do, while still adhering to the guidelines, is we generate a copy. So the file itself will be marked as a copy, and that will mean that it is allowed to be transmitted through the network once again. And it's directly available in BC, so you don't need to go outside or to a portal somewhere to resend it. It is directly in Business Central. where you can do that, and it looks a little bit like this. Here is a screenshot of the outgoing network documents, and if there is a document that the receiver claims not to have received, or for any other reason needs to have resent, this is now an option under the actions, and it's a simple resend action, and it will generate the copy and send it. So with that, it is time to open up our Business Central. I'll just open it up here. So for the AI assistant, we have added the functions to the HTML editor on the email template. So let's say I want to build a library of different language variants of my invoice message. I can do different things. So one is I could actually go to Continia Online and see if there is a standard template for that language. And if there isn't, I would need to translate it myself. But in case of translating it yourself, we now have a helping hand. So what I'll do now is I'll just copy this line, and I'll choose my native language here as the variant. So now I've copied the line and the content of my default line, which would be all in English. And we'll see that here. So the body of the email is in English, and the subject as well. It's important to note that the AI only at this point will translate the text part of the body and not the subject. So you would need to do that yourself. But it's quite simple. The functions are hidden up here as translate with Copilot. So I will click that one. I can select the language that I would like to translate to. And I will see this one. It will then show me a suggestion in a second or two. And if I'm happy with it, which I am, I will just say, yes, keep it, and save the template. So it's important to save because the changes in the HTML part is not saved automatically. That needs to be done manually. Now, I might want to change the tone of this message, and I can do that also with a suggestion from the Copilot. So I would just need to, there's a little bug here, we will fix that in a while. So what I do here is I set the tone that I would prefer, and I would say I would like one that's a bit more concise. Apply it, wait for the suggestion to pop up, and decide whether or not to keep it, and in this case, I would like to keep it. So now I have a concise, translated version of the invoice message, and this one is just done manually. And the same in the file name. So this was how you would use the AI for translation assistance. And now that we are on the template itself, we might as well roll down a bit further. These attachment settings are not new. They have been there for quite a while, and what they do is that they include the document attachments from the Business Central document and then add them to the email as an attached file. And this one does the same just for the attachments on the lines of that BC document. So what the new part is that we can now also embed these files into the XML. So for most people, that will be into the PEPPOL XML. So I have prepared an example of an invoice that is to be sent using PEPPOL. So in this invoice, we will see that there are different files attached. There are some here in the documents attachments, and there are some down here on the line as well. And I would like these to be included with my PEPPOL invoices that I sent with the output profile for PEPPOL invoices. And what I need to do then is go to the output profiles. And as you see here, we have all the PEPPOL profiles and the one for invoice, which is what we're looking at. We have currently nothing embedded, so it won't embed anything with these settings. I can change this to either embed the PDF report or embed the attachment that I just showed you from the lines and from the header. Or I can just take all that there is to embed and put that in the XML and transmit it through the PEPPOL network, which is what I'll do here. I just won't transfer it through the network. I will open an email and show you the file instead. Okay, so if we open the email using the document output function, it will generate the XML file, embed all the files that were on the header and the lines. And hopefully soon it will show me an email that I can open the file from. So I'll just open this one. And here we see the files attached. You might not recognize them as files, but all these very, very, very long strings, they are the files that are embedded into the PEPPOL. So here we see a file with all the embedded, or an XML with all the embedded files. All right, so that was the XML embedding. Next up, let's take a look at the filters. Let's, for argument's sake, imagine that we need to change the output profile for this customer 10,000. We can go in and fix that so that it now says, let's say, email. He wants to revert back to email for some reason. And if we go back to the invoice, we'll see that the invoice is still locked to the output profile for PEPPOL. If we need that to change, we would, in the past, have to run the batch job through all the documents. But now we have the filters added, which allows us to actually pinpoint it down to the exact document that we want to, or group or range. But in this case, it's a specific document that I want to update. So what I go to the batch jobs, and in the list of batch jobs, there's one called Update Output Profile and Documents. And this will open up my filters. I just disable them all and focus on this particular one. And down here, we then see the filter settings for each type. And let's just find our invoice from before. Click OK. And now, hopefully, it should have changed this one to email. And lo and behold, it has. And it did this without hogging my Business Central for sometimes hours, which is not what we want. Okay, last thing that I need to show you quickly is the lock settings on a template, because this is the part that's relevant for the new permission sets. So on templates, which are usually editable by most of the permission sets, we have settings for lock. So here are the settings for disabling the lock, so that it does not even produce any log entries. And we also have a time limiter on how long we want the log to be kept. after which it will be automatically deleted. So if you inadvertently set a value here, you might be deleting logs, or maybe not even setting anything. So with the new permission set, that will now be unavailable to those with those permissions. And hopefully we will avoid any mistakes or user mistakes from that one. So that concludes the features that have been included with the new document output. All right. Well, with that, I would like to say thank you for your attention, and hope to see you soon. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.